RA, what's the lesson for the day, rugged man? I am the legendary.
This is RA the Rugged Man, and my people at the Brood Babies are starting their own little web series. We're gonna go through hip-hop stories, hip-hop history, and just give you a little bit of hip-hop knowledge each episode. This episode is the unsung album, Taste of Chocolate, Big Daddy Kane.
And this goes to everybody in the entire world.
Okay, the year was 1990, and in hip-hop, it was a good year, but commercial hip-hop took over the airwaves. MC Hammer, you know, he does his little stage show dance, and he can't rhyme for shit, but, you know, he dances. The same thing with Ice Baby. He can't rhyme for shit, but he dances. But in the culture of hip-hop, that was the pro-black movement. Self-awareness rhymes, empowering to the hood and to the community.
The mission, black nationalism, the messenger, X-Clan.
That's what was going on in 1990. It kind of peaked. And you had Public Enemy, Boogie Down Productions, Rakim, Brand Nubian, Rakim Shabazz. Tragedy Gaddafi wasn't Tragedy Gaddafi yet, he was the intelligent hoodlum.
White subliminal, arrest the president, he's the criminal.
So, Big Daddy Kane, who was arguably, for the last couple years at this point, the greatest rapper on the planet. Some people argued who was better, Rakim, Cool G Rap, but Kane was on the top list. His first two albums had sold gold. And for, you know, hip-hop records that aren't like the cornball crossover shit, it was a big accomplishment. And Taste of Chocolate was the album where a lot of people thought Kane is falling off. On this album, Kane could still slaughter every rapper alive almost. But he was an untouchable before that. So to see, you know, the great fall one step back, he got totally criticized. And a lot of people disagree with me, no, that album's whack. But it wasn't. There's some of Kane's greatest moments. There's a couple Prince Paul records on that album. It's hard being the Kane.
Words should be heard, nothing slurred or slurred or referred as absurd, only damages occurred.
These rappers today, you get the little squeaky voice dudes like, I am butterfly, you know, with these squeaky little girl voices and I rap. Kane's vocal delivery on a record like It's Hard Being the Kane, it's still unparalleled today with the MCs, what they're doing.
This is the proper way man should choose ink, but you're at your break and your rhymes are extinct.
Kane got very personal on some songs. There's songs like Who Am I? He was dropping knowledge about black culture and the community.
That's the way my mind was poisoned to believe that in America blacks are inferior.
Kane drops his two verses, annihilates it. The song could be over at that point. And he brought Malcolm X's daughter on the song with him. She couldn't really rap. Even though her rhyme is kind of, it's still like, wow, what a dope gesture. It's a good record. And then there's another one called Dance with the Devil.
Even in Brooklyn, lives are being chookin'. The Bronx is dying while the rocks are steady cooking.
These records are more personal than, say, Wrath of Kane, where on Wrath of Kane, he will annihilate any rapper alive in history. Boom, boom, boom. Kane is that's what Kane does. Maybe that's why people were disappointed, because he was more about making records than just pure skill on every joint.
Then all of a sudden things started to change, and many old friends started acting strange. Behind my back saying I'm soft and a sucker. Some even said, yo, let's rob the motherfucker.
His first single was a song called Cause I Can Do It Right. It's a good record. It's just not prime Kane. It's a good, fun record. Cause I can do it right, cause I can do it right. It was cool, it was a good record, but it wasn't like a murderous mutilator rapper, and that's what Kane was.
Because the ladies is all I dream of, and not even Anita Baker can give sweeter love, you know why?
Another brutally murderous joint on the album is Put Your Weight on It. He rhymes over like 2 or 3 different beats, ba-boom, ba-boom. He was like, 1 for the ace and 2 for the deuce. If you're ready, Mr. C, cut the record real loose. Yeah, and he killed it. See, a record like Put Your Weight on It proved that Kane could still lyrically stomp 98% of the opposition that was making records at the time.
Breaking the mic in half just like a psychopath, but still smooth and cool just like a draft.
Here's the part of the album that gave the album a bad reputation. Kane was a dude who loved the 70s, films from the 70s, and the artists. Those are his idols. The Jim Browns, those are Kane's idols. Barry White is another one of Kane's idols. So there's a song called All of Me on the album, and it's one of the worst songs of Kane's career. And they went and shot a video for it. So what the streets are seeing, they're not seeing ain't no half-stepping shit from Kane. They're hearing Kane doing a love ballad with fucking Barry White and seeing a big Warner Brothers promoted music video for it.
I want to taste everything from your lipstick to your toenail polish.
And then there's another song called Keep It on the Floor. That's probably Kane's worst record on the album and his career.
I gotta keep him on the floor.
Get up and dance and move your body.
Kane sounds great on it, his smooth delivery. Kane sounds like Kane, but the song's just so corny. The fact that, you know, Kane played towards the women kind of threw the streets off. Like, yo, man, you're the best. Why are you doing this shit? I think he posed in Playgirl, and then he did this naked shoot with Madonna, and everybody said, oh, Kane went and fucked Madonna. The street was like, yo, who does this dude think he is?
And now it's 1990, and you can find me an adult, locking up girls like a boat.
Right now, today, if you put Big Daddy Kane on stage with any of them dudes that think they can rock, Kane will destroy you on stage. His show is better than yours. It's not about, oh, Warner Brothers promoted this album or that album. It's about you put Kane on the fucking stage and he will obliterate the stage today. He will rock any party, any show, and he will entertain the crowd, and he will do it better than all of you today.